I have a hate relationship when it comes to Aaron Rodgers. And I understand that Aaron Rodgers has been an all time great quarterback. I understand it. I get it. Is he one of the greatest passers of the football there's ever been? He has been, no question about it. But I can't stand Aaron Rodgers. And there's a couple of reasons for that. And listen, I respect the Green Bay Packer franchise. I do. I mean, obviously, the first great Super Bowl dynasty was Lombardi's Packers, even though we know that started even before the Super Bowl era. I mean, we already know the history, of course. Lombardi, Bart Starr, Jim Taylor, Paul Hornung, Herb Adderley, Willie Wood, Willie Davis, those guys. I get it. Ray Nitsky. I know I'm leaving out a whole bunch. Of course, the dope fiend Brett Favre and his successor, Mr. Rodgers. But it now comes out that Aaron Rodgers, now mind you, it is Wednesday evening now, but he knew since Friday, according to him anyway, if you can believe anything that he says, according to the Pat McAfee podcast, that he says that he plans on playing for the New York Jets this upcoming 2023 NFL season. Now, we know that Aaron Rodgers is prone to holding the Green Bay Packers up hostage, and it looks like finally Green Bay's had enough, similar to what dope fiend Brett Favre did many years ago with Green Bay, and he ended up going to the Jets, even though Brett Favre did not want to go to the Jets. It does look like Aaron Rodgers does want to play for the New York Jets. Now, I think, and I don't care about Aaron, again, I just don't care. Being a Steelers fan is another reason why I hate Aaron Rodgers, because he cost us our seventh Super Bowl. But again, as I mentioned, I have a hate relationship with him. The Jets are already trying to fulfill Rodgers' needs. They've already signed one of his receivers, Lazar. He has a wish list, so to speak, where he wants his tight end. God, I forgot the guy. He used to be Jacksonville's tight end before he went to the Packers, and he's been around for a long time. And he also wants Odell Beckham Jr. I don't know if he's going to get that. And he also wants Randall Cobb. If anybody can think of the guy, he's from UCLA. I know he went to college in UCLA. I can't think of his name, for crying out loud. It'll come to me probably after this upload. To me, the Jets went after the wrong quarterback. I understand it's going to be a lot cheaper to get Aaron Rodgers, because basically they're going to have the leverage. But if I were the Jets, I would have much preferred having Lamar Jackson. And I understand that's a little tricky, because you're going to have to give up a couple of at least one first rounder to get him, and a player of close to Pro Bowl, if not all pro caliber. I understand that, but I'd rather have Lamar Jackson for 5 to 6 years over Aaron Rodgers for probably at best 2 years. But we already know that the Jets have been starved, and they've been quarterback starved for many years. I mean, let's face it, the last really good Jet quarterback, I won't say great. Well, the 1 year Vinny was great when he had the 28 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. And that's when they made the championship game in 98. He was great then, no question about it. But that's the closest to a great quarterback the Jets have had since Joe Willie Namath in the mid-60s, mid to late 60s. And of course, we already know the Super Bowl III in 1969-68 season. That's the last time the Jets have even been to a Super Bowl, let alone win one. So there are a lot of, we know the Jet fans have been starving. And when you look at the moves that the Giants made, getting Darren Waller, probably the third best tight end in all of pro football. Listen, the Jets are definitely thirsty and starving to make big moves to not only obviously take away headlines, but to win games, especially in the AFC East, where it looks like Buffalo will probably take a step back. They're probably going to lose Stephon Diggs. Josh Allen seemed to have regressed. I mean, you can easily make a case that Aaron Rodgers would be the best quarterback, even off of a down year that he had in that division. We obviously Tua would probably be number 3, and that is based on his availability as well. So there's a lot of pressure. There's actually more pressure to me on the Jets than the Packers, because the Packers at least have Jordan Love to fall back on. The Jets, meanwhile, have only Zach Wilson. So it is Aaron Rodgers or bust when it comes to the New York Jets. We'll see how it all plays out in about the next 2 or 3 days. Thanks so much for joining me. Please like, share, and subscribe. UncClaude signing out. Take care, stay safe, and God bless.